Alright, hello and welcome back to another session of Roottrees Are Dead. Hope you guys are doing well as always, and last session we're still on the Roottreemania. We got a few more people. I think we got 8 more people unlocked, right? Is it 8? Maybe not even 8, like 12 more people? I think we started at 4. Yeah, we've expanded. With a little bit of help. Well, I said a little bit, but I'm pretty sure one of them solved this. And yeah, we also got a few tidbits on other stuff here and there. But we got pretty much nearly every guy Hudson's infidelity. Problem is, who's that third one? I'm feeling it's Corinne Schwartz, who was a secretary that was hired alongside Anomanoms, who is Beth. Is her name Beth? Beatrice Watts? Never mind. There's like so many things. Well, we've got a few things here and there. We've got Robin. I think we're done with the things here. I don't know about Catherine Garrett. Don't know if that's on the tables. Yeah, infidelity with Mary Beth Waker. We've got Clementine Stewart. Yeah, I don't know what happened to this. Maybe I have to search up her original name. Is it Regina Salazar? Is that her name? Is Salazar there? Wait, yeah, maybe that's why. Yeah, this possible infidelity 1 of Elizabeth Cravensworth, maybe? I don't... It's still up in the air. Yeah, we need a few things. Company records right here. What do we have? Susan Ford. Moved to office staff. It might be the Grandolph Dove I have to look into. Yeah. We've looked into it before, right? We find Mrs. Ford, responsible of the Hudson Wing. Future husband who was there. Oh, wait, hold on. It mentions that she learned ASL from the main school before the Hudson Wing even existed. To surprise her future husband who was there. After realizing how useful a service like this could be, she convinced Roottrees management to invest in the school. Is that Thomas? Searching into the periodicals, we got a few things, you know, we could off, what's it called? Grind off Dove? Yeah, we found out that Thomas Hughes, which on to the reports, convinced that he was the father of the conspiracy. Thomas Hughes, Mrs. Hughes, and the Hudson Wing have all avoided further appearances in the Bullock Country Times. Counter Times. Yeah, I don't know anything else that we could like throw in like the. I don't think any of these. News Time, Nick Coty, yeah, nothing. Pollen Telegraph. Might be to do with wait, is pollen 5Ps? No man. Should we look at the rubber ducky? I know it's early, but I think it'll lead me to Susan Ford, but let's see what we got. Global initiatives of the Roottrees Corporation. What's that? What do you mean global initiatives? What do you mean by that? Avia? Zigua? It's a Chinese word for watermelon. Oh, did he had a... Well, I don't know if we could find any Chinese... Anything Chinese? Oh, I'll go for a Roottrees, China. Oh, shit. It's one of the companies created to manufacture and distribute Roottrees candy. It was developed as part of the Roottrees Everywhere initiative in the summer of 1979. During the late 70s, China began to go through a period of economic reform. This led to new opportunities for American companies, and Roottrees Candy Company decided to pounce. Lang Hongbao, who was said to personally win over the Roottrees family, was the owner of multiple textile factories. Did not wish to import the ingredient. Maybe it's not a Korean Schwartz then, maybe. Hongbo, who was already in his mid-50s when the deal happened, only had daughters, and his brother Lang Hongyu took control upon his death in 1982. After Hongyu died in 1992, it passed to the oldest child from the next generation, Lang Xinyu. Xinyu? Whoa, we got like a lot of names here. We look at... Alright, textiles. It seems it was very accomplished. Their sites quote from many different reporters and news articles listed on it. In nearly every language, it also mentions quite often on websites about Chinese businesses. But those mentions are company focused and not people focused, and don't offer any information useful to your investigation. Oh damn, there's more. The page contains a very rudimentary leadership timeline with names that prove that the company has been in the Lang family for a long time. It kind of looks like a family tree. It goes back at least 250 years in some form or another. During the period when there began the Roottrees deal, Lang Hongbo in China, family name comes from, so Lang is his last name, was the CEO. He died before the internet was widespread, so there's not much out there. I'm surprised they find the corporation. I would assume it's in Chinese, right? This also means to be the only mention of the man. The CEO is listed as Xinyu. Side doesn't list her last name. Do we have that? Wouldn't it be Lang Xinyu? Yeah. Lang Tai has a few American logos on this page. One is the Roottrees logo, another is Tranquilts, and the third is Piece of Asia. You say it plays as a play. How about Piece of Asia? Piece of Asia is an American arm of Lang Tai, located in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Okay. According to the site, the Tai in Lang Tai translates to peaceful, so they chose their name in American to match. There are a lot of companies listed here, too many to investigate. There's very few of them seems to be relevant. It seems Piece of Asia is nearly as accomplished as Lang Tai. They offer fabrics and cloths at wholesale prices. You don't start anything out of the ordinary. The business is said to be owned by a husband and wife, Jerry and Linda Han. The Chinese names are listed too, and from online, the translator, it seems that Jerry is Han Junwei and Linda is Lang Xinyao. She's part of the Lang family, right? Xinyao. We've got Lang Xinyu. Oh god, this might be confusing. Who knows? Alright, how about Lang Xinyu? Oh, we got a picture. Lang Xinyu in China, the family name comes from, so Lang is her last name, is a businesswoman currently running the Lang Tai textile company. She was recently listed in an article on a website written by and for women. The article, entitled Empowered, is about the recent rise of women entrepreneurs in China. The article states that due to a lack of brothers, she had a younger sister, could be Lang Zhao, what's her name? Xin Zhao? I don't think that's her name. Took over as CEO of her family's company in 1992 after her elderly uncle was deemed unfit to run the company due to mental deterioration. This was apparently an extremely controversial move amongst the company's employees, and some of them, the article does not state how many quit and wrote a letter stating that she must have coerced him in his vulnerable state. Since then, the company has been performing well. Her nephew, who is currently her second in command, is expected to take over when she retires. In the meantime, the board's stance has been a twist on a popular proverb. The article roughly translated as, someone that has proven they can do something well could do it 100 times well. An unproven leader could doom us all. The article also offhandedly mentions that Jin Yu was an early adopter of IVF and helped her sister have a child. There is an unsourced picture of Jin Yu. In the article, it says that it was from 992 when she took over. She was 45 at the time. Do we see? Is it big? There she is. Can we enhance? This is a crazy photo. What's this? Alright. Should we take a photo? I don't think I should. Let's take a face though. Where is that photo? I've lost it. Where is that photo? Oh, over here. Oh, her nephew. That's a good question. Additional markets. How about his brother? This is the same thing. Yeah. What is it? Well, apparently she's important. I don't particularly know. How about piece of Asia, Lang Jinyao. Oh, this is weird, man. What? What does this mean? Is it this storyline right here? Could be. I don't know. How's the picture? Look into more global initiatives. Alright, we've got one person. I don't even know who do we search? Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh? We go in the periodicals? Over here? Alright, here we go. Piece of Asia. And it has its headquarters in Butler County. It's listed occasionally under many different contexts as many local businesses are. Nothing seems important except the first mention from 1981. The newspaper chronicles that Jerry Han has traveled from China to open the company, which is connected to a larger company overseas called Langtai that has connections to Roottrees. It's not a factory, it is imports and distributes Langtai's product. It also mentioned that Jerry is the son-in-law of the current leader of the Langtai. Is he? Alright, yeah, that makes sense. Someone close to the family learned English at school. He naturally raised through the ranks as they expanded through their reach and thinking. Although Jerry's wife Linda doesn't speak English, she is currently taking classes and he is teaching her. He says she has always been a fast learner and hope she'll be at least conversational by the time she gives birth. Now here's a good question. Where? So close. Like that could have been something now. This is not the first time they were in Butler. They visited in the late 70s with the rest of the leadership of Langtai. Should I put Langtai? Alright. Piece of Asia. Nothing. Business? Oh yeah, business watch. Alright, here we go. Searching for Lang Shiyu separately brings up much fewer results than Lang Tai. Lang Xingyu was featured in the Business Watch in 1992. She missed out on Watchman of the Year, but she did have pretty sizable articles that mentioned some of her history. She was born in 1947. The first of two children. Her mother was already in the 30s. Is this actually going to lead up to Elias? No way, right? Until 3 years later, this was Jin Yu's sister. It became clear that her father was not going to have a son to pass the family business down. This is how Jin Yu became involved. The father stayed the president of Lang Tai for a long time, and his daughters grew up. He began training them in hopes that one of them would have a son who could take over. One helped him in China, Jin Yu, and the other in the US. Neither were given any official titles. When he died, due to social dynamics, the business passed to his male sibling. The younger brother, yeah, that's correct. Many in the know knew that this could be a problem. His brother, Jin Yu's uncle, was not a businessman and was not much younger than his brother. During this time, Jin Yu essentially ran the company as her uncle's consultant. He began to have problems related to dementia, and Jin Yu, who had been running things behind the scenes, performed somewhat of a power play. He stopped working until the results of her habits began to cause problems. Only then did they admit they needed her. That makes sense. Where's the... Where's her brother? Or her uncle? Will we get somewhere? No, nothing. Great. Ah. Nothing on Jerry Han? Nothing. Lan Jinyao is mentioned very briefly in an article about the in vitro fertilization. Yeah, from 1979. Yeah, that I believe that's the one where they implant an egg. Or is it an egg? I guess a fertilized egg, right? Inside your... I don't even know where specifically. In your... Yeah, I've lost the word. It seems the industry began to... I say, is cervix right? Is that correct? I don't know. I don't think so. It seemed the industry began to grow. The featured article about different companies all around the world and the costs they would charge for the services was in Business Watch. They include a few cases of high-profile customers willing to pay premium. Finally, at the time, the CEO of Lang Tai was Lang Hongbao, and his younger daughter, Lang Xinyao, and her husband could not have children. So in attempt to create a suitable heir, he paid, Qi genes? to have their child implanted in her older daughter who was unmarried. The cost was apparently 380,000 yuan, over 100,000 USD. Alright, Qi Genes. Qi Genes was a medical company with operations in both US and China. They made international news in 1994 after a whistleblower came forward. Apparently their services were in some cases falsified. While they did perform IVF, the whistleblower proved that a few of their customers paid for a very different service, an alibi. The company would claim they performed IVF on someone who was already pregnant to create a cover story for high-profile families who did not want to give up the child, but did not want the shame of an unmarried mother. The whistleblower claimed that they helped do this to at least 6 times, but only provided proof on one case. The daughter of an American politician who was unrelated. Okay. So I thought we would get something there. Is that still yeah. Yeah, I thought we would get something there. Oh, we actually got an actual procedure on how it's done. Test tube the baby. Yeah, that's correct. A woman does not necessarily need to give birth to a child developed from their own genetics. Sometimes, for example, a baby from an egg donor can be used. Other times, a woman could also act as a surrogate. Yeah, that's true. If it does come up for the purpose of your family tree, an IVF child from a surrogate mother will be marked as belonging to their genetic parents, and the surrogate who gave birth will not necessarily appear on the chart unless she is part of the family. Is this? Must be this. This must be the weird ass timeline. What's that guy's name? Maybe I should look at the wife, the missus. What's his name? Nang Hong Bao. Lang Tai was mentioned. You find the oldest archives, however, one of the earliest mentions from 1979, I mean, stands out as a very unusual because it doesn't involve Lang Tai's business except the IVF. It seemed the industry began to grow and the feature article about different companies all over the world and the cost. Yeah, high profile at the time. Alright. God damn it. I'm gonna move on. I think there's something there. Alright, we've got Roottrees Australia. Yeah, here we go. It's one of the companies created as a manufacturer to distribute candy. It was developed as part of the Roottrees Everywhere initiative. Oh, should I look into that? 1979. According to the website for Roottrees, Charles Martin owned the company. 1992, the death of Martin. The Roottrees now serves as an importer and distributor. Charles Martin was a candy manufacturer in Australia born in 1923. He had a popular brand of licorice called Martin's Licorice Bullet. Most of his history is unrelated to the Roottrees. However, in 1979, he helped develop Roottrees. He used his own wealth to build a new factory, and they distributed the maple treats. So the same methods he had also been using for his previous candy adventure. A website about Australian commerce, I think it's called. I don't know. Mentions that he had a very unusual business agreement with the main Roottrees company in the US. Much like how the Clancy Trust distributes the profits from the Roottrees company evenly to the Roottrees family. The profits of the Roottrees will be split 50-50. The American Roottrees company and Martin himself, for him to do with what he wishes. This made Martin very, very wealthy, but also led to many cost-cutting measures meant to increase profits as soon as possible, especially towards the end of Martin's life in early 90s. Roottrees candy gained a poor reputation in Australia and sales suffered immensely. Charles' vast fortune has to be passed along Robin Martin. Yeah, should we... Well, we got Robin. Is that... Yeah, we found the name. Robin Martin. Daughter of Charles Martin. Roottrees. Yep. She part of it? I don't know, bro. Like... Oop, was meant to do that. Just wanted to search it. Martin's Licorice Bullet. Yeah, licorice... Not a big fan, but I think when you first eat licorice, you never like it. It's an acquired taste, right? I believe. Gotta look at Robin Martin. Whoa, it's featured in many of the top 100 wealthiest women in the world. She owns a private island off the coast of Australia where she reportedly has her own exclusive retreat. She has no husband, and there was a widely circulated rumor somewhere in the mid-70s that she had a medical procedure to ensure she would never have children. You find a joke on a site called Edgy Jokes that implies she's quite promiscuous and has a punchline involving Robin's eggs. For what it's worth, Martin seems to lean into the rumors. In the 80s, she once showed up at a charity function with 3 very attractive men, each wearing a shirt that said simply, "Satisfied partner" on. Okay. Do I see Robin's eggs? No. No husband. Okay, it might be Robin Martin. I'm looking in. Especially no family. Alright, let's go into the public library. The articles. Robin Martin. Apparently I know. Alright, she sold off her father's assets in 1992. The year after he died, which combined with her inheritance immediately catapults her to an almost unimaginable level of wealth. The writer at Business Watch was assigned to the report on the news. Seems to disapprove of this move immensely. Alright, while the article does not touch on the announcement of who took over the licorice division, as well as what was to become of the maple candy factory, the entire text seems to be dripping with contempt that someone will be willing to dismantle and gut such a successful company to earn a quick buck. The article ends with a dig at Robin's personal life and lack of traditional vows. But who am I to judge? Maybe she sold it to ensure a better future for her own children. Oh wait, she doesn't have any. Supposedly, but I'm a bit skeptical on that, huh? Is that all we have? No, it's a bit depressing, isn't it? Maybe Charles Martin might give me something. Charles. Met with the Business Watch. Blame. It mentioned that Charles Martin met with the legal and leadership team of Roottrees in that late 1977. Came to agreement, broke ground. It's a bit awkward. Roottrees is excited to begin a new venture down under. We're extremely impressed with Charles Martin. I feel like this expansion heralds a new era for the Roottrees that will last for years to come. Roottrees is founded on the family. When Charles' family has also impressed them, especially his daughter Robin, will know she'll continue to steer the ship, just as Elias Roottrees family continues to do so here in the US. She didn't do that. That in? I need to find these pictures. Showed up at a charity function in the 80s. Trying to find out what the charity function is. Anything here? Sugar plum, strawberry, New Year's Ball, Blue Clothing, Fred Gleason, 50th anniversary. Maybe here actually. New Year's Ball, caviar, New Year's Ball. Got nothing, bro. We go back Charles Martin. What you got? Bullets. I guess we'll search. What's the next thing? It was. Is it here? Before this, Roottrees, the Roottrees Everywhere initiative. In the late 1970s, it coincided with some other large changes with the company. So we got Roottrees Candy. These include places like Canada, Mexico, and selected countries in Europe, mostly the UK. Roottrees Everywhere involved Roottrees expansion. So it must not be Robin Martin then, because she doesn't have any children. Unless there's a secret one, but... Roottrees Brazil, Roottrees China. So the last one is Roottrees France, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, here we go, Roottrees France. In 1979, apparently Roottrees France was a non-star. Negotiation broke down pretty late in the process after the company had been formed. And the leadership of the Roottrees went through a very large change. Tristan Robin is a businessman who at one time was in negotiations to take over Roottrees France. He is still alive, and you come across the interview unrelated to the Roottrees from a few months ago. It seems like other countries have not been immune to Roottreemania, as you recognize the word Roottrees in one of the questions. Seems like the interviewer snuck in a question about his experience with the company at the end. The article is in French and takes some time to translate section by section. He mentions Guy by first name only and tells his tale he is quite ugly. Guy, the president of Roottrees, was one of the worst men I ever met. He approached my wife about having an affair, which she refused, then kept insisting that this was the best way to celebrate the end of our business contract. I don't think he expected her to say no, and I don't think he thought she would tell me what happened. I punched him in the face and refused to attend another meeting with the man. They lost a lot of money on this deal because not only he was a terrible person, but he was also a terrible businessman. When he died shortly after, it felt like the universe was working things out. I wasn't surprised to learn he had a secret child. He seems to treat women like collectible pocket monsters. Pokemon sidetracks the question a bit. Never returns the subject. Should we search Pokemon? Do we have anything? Pokemon Monster? Roottreemania has swept the globe in the last year or so. It's unclear if the franchise will have a lasting presence, or it will fade like Roottreemania has. Alright. Seems like maybe it is Robin Madden then. But she said never had a child. It has to be. It has to be, right? Where's the satisfied partner shirt? I don't know what else. What you got? Oh. You should look at the owners of Peace Asia. Alright, they're going into the Invertro stuff. Han Junwei, Jerry Han. Yeah, why did I call him Jerry Han? Alright, let's look into him. Business watch. Oh. Is that how you say it? Fuller County Times. Nothing here. Alright, let's... Yeah. I don't know what else I could search. We got Jerry Han. Not in the business watch. Linda does not speak English. Yeah, well, how you get to this? Their first trip even was it covered by the newspaper? Or is it all about Lang Xinyao? Couldn't find anything though, man. IVF birth. Didn't tell much. IVF birth, maybe? IVF? What's he gonna tell me? Spider search Jerry and Linda Han? What, together? That's the hint. And Mark Han, here we go. That's the successor. It appeared on a recently website called Focus and Philanthropy under the headline "Hanging with the Hands." The Hands were chosen because they donate significantly to cause that further Chinese American culture. Jerry and Linda were both born in China and fell in love during college. Linda's father led a large company. This article never names it. As they expanded to the US, Linda's father proved their marriage so as long Jerry took over the US portion of the business. Linda jokes that the entire situation is something like out of Alanis Morissette song. With how ironic it ended up. I was absolutely terrified to move to the United States, but my big sister was desperately in love with the idea. She used to have this Butch Cassidy post on the wall and was obsessed with Robert Redford. But somehow Jerry and I were the ones sent here, and now we couldn't possibly imagine going back. When we had Mark, we never even considered giving him a traditional name. Meanwhile, my sister stayed in China and has thrived there. She doesn't even like visiting the US anymore. Our kids are the complete opposite though. Mark couldn't wait to travel abroad as he was old enough. He's actually in business school in China now, working with my sister. Our niece, who grew up there, was the opposite. She couldn't wait to get here. She started calling herself Lucy Lang in high school. Team Talonclaw is the only 2 teams from the US participating on a new robot-based show in the UK. Is it Robot Wars? Another Lucy Lang is of a small group in Los Angeles. And the third Lucy Lang worked in the US called, or business called Corporate Synergetic Solutions Unlimited. Where did she go? High school and graduated. We don't even know. Alright. We'll just search each by each. Robotics Club of Mid-Eastern University. Their robot was named Talonclaw. Has been selected for appearance in the 2nd season of a British TV show focused on robot fighting. Alright. At the bottom, the traveling members of Talonclaw are listed. Jaya Patel, supporting members Lucy Lang, and Kurt Hauser. Club was supposed to meet every Tuesday and Thursday, but the 8 days have all been cancelled because a few members of the team are currently in the UK filming. Okay. How about... I'm assuming it's the corporate solutions, maybe. Nope, never mind. Ranked one of the top facilitators in the world by Business Watch magazine. Let's put a... well... How about the gin and tonics? Tonics. Alright. Periodicals. Business Watch. Lucy Lang. Lucy Lang. I'll work with Corporate Synergetic Solutions Unlimited. She's in an article about consultants that corporations had to facilitate large internal changes. Each person featured in the article has a small bio section followed by a longer section about why they were chosen. Lucy's bio mentions she grew up in a small Arkansas town, the oldest of 4 children. She's only the 2nd person in her family to ever have even left the estate since her great-grandparents relocated in the early 1900s. She earned her degree from a prestigious New York college, started as a junior associate synergy engineer. Company ladder, now at the age of 32, youngest lead synergy engineer. One of the top facilitators. Should I search Mark Ann? Oh shit. Nothing on Mark Ann, huh? Why did I not even get anything from this? Like, what the fuck? Oh, I hit the wrong button. Lucy Lang. Kurt Hauser? It's nothing. What the fuck, dude? Mid-Eastern University? Whoa, we got... Whoa, we're getting somewhere. Mid-Eastern University is a noble private college that advertises itself as midway between Maine and Miami. Their mascot is the Spectres, though not known for their sports program as much as their education. Their legal and language departments are their pride and joy, though they also have fairly intensive computer science and robotics programs. Along with the other prestigious schools that haven't quite reached the notoriety of Ivy League schools, some refer to it as a little Ivy. The college has embraced this, calling their newspaper the Herald. Another fucking dead end, huh? Small women a cappella group. Is it soprano? Like the wind? Whoa, we got something here. Holy, we got a lot. Subways on Your Mind by FEX. It's a 19s pop song and it was a #1 hit. One reviewer quoted as saying, "Subways of Your Mind is one of the rare songs." I don't know what we're doing with this. FEX, Talking Hands, due to Subways of Your Mind. You find that an obscure Irish band called U2 once cited both FEX and Jim Diamond as inspirations. As far as you can tell, neither FEX nor Subways has anything to do with your search. And seeing as U2 is relatively unknown to anyone outside of Dublin, the connection seems to be an odd coincidence. Yeah, crazy to add a... Yeah, crazy to add U2. So nothing. What the fuck? FEX? Nothing. What is going on? Ducky, you got something? There must be another way to learn Team Talent Claw. Team Talent Claw really had something? Yeah, I went Mid-Eastern University, right? Midway, their mascot is the Spectre. Alright, look at the Spectres. Wait. Their mascot is the Spectres. Fuck. Little Ivy. On the knees. Oh, the hair was rolled off, for fuck's sake. Yeah, there we go. Then we search Team Talent Claw there. You can click on that one. There we go. The only one that catches attention is Lucy Lang. She grew up in China as Min Lang, but came to the US specifically to attend university. She says she grew up around factory-scale machines that assemble products that would have been shipped all over the world, and the moving parts and automation fascinated her. However, as she has progressed through her major, she has become obsessed with smaller and more powerful hydraulics, such as a mechanism that closes Talon Claw's weapon. In addition to robotics, she loves linguistics. One of her favorite hobbies since coming to state has been collecting accents. In her spare time, she practiced not only removing any trace of her native inflection, but also quickly switching between multiple different regional accents. She feels her personal best is the Southern Belle, but her favorite is the Valley Girl due to its use in popular culture. The Valley Girl. Whoa! So that's Talon Claw? Talon Claw is crazy. Crazy robot, bro. Anything more? Oh my god. Guys, infidelities now? Excuse me? What do you mean? Only has one child? You must be the woman in the third affair? What the hell? You know what? He's actually right. I wasn't expecting that. What's his name? Lang. Then her name is Min Lang. So where is she? CEO? I guess she is. And she is a college student. Alright, what else we got? Crocodile Clementine. Alright, we're going on this tree now. Crocodile Clementine. Alright. Let's go there. Crocodile Clementine. Where was the oh, is it this? Well, let's find Fifth Basket Baby of 1950. Was this the Billy Sims stuff? Sandstone Canyon High School. There's not much information. Though it's mentioned a lot of article about the yeah, what's the plane thing? Where's that? Oh, is it this? He lost his job. 1975. He was drunk. Yeah, this one he smuggled. Apparently the Poland Telegraph has been added to your photos. Oh, right. So I searched Mark Clementine in the Poland Telegraph. There we go. He was flying a weekly plane. I think we've seen this already, no? Juarez in Vancouver. Cut his leg when he landed. The police was there. Anything else? News Time E. Oh, here we go. Did a small piece about the fight between Sims and the crocodile. We tried to approach it from this perspective. The goal was to paint a picture of the two men involved from others who knew them best. Not only did they manage to interview Sims' wife Clara, well, I'm getting Billy Sims, as well as multiple staff members at his school, but they hunted down Colleen Webb, Mark's ex-wife. Colleen Webb, okay. According to the section with Colleen, she and he met when he was working the airline. She worked in the airport newsstand. He was a drinker and would often had wild mood swings. When he was charged with assault, a fellow pilot in 1975 and lost his job, they divorced. At the time, she was pregnant and with their second daughter. So she has a second daughter. Well, they have two daughters. They used the Wayne Neb Webb. So should I search Colleen Webb? Is that how you say her name? Yeah, that's right, Colleen Webb. To live with her sister and told her that her dad had to fly planes for the army. She raised them both herself, although she never went through the chore of changing their names legally. They used the Webb name so nobody would connect them to her ex-husband. Alright, somebody married. Somebody married. So there's two girls. Both have Webb. Clara Sims? Should I search Clara Sims? There's a lot of things here. Clara Sims. What if I search Billy Sims? Search Colleen Webb, but I Is it two? Is it two? Is it two? Is it two? Is it two B's? Colleen Webb. Two B's. F signature. I don't think we're gonna get anything, you know. Her dad had to fly planes? Webb. Is there something about Webb that I should be knowing? Is Webb like an old thing? Did her father call him? He was drunk. I don't even know what to search, bro. How do you find her? How do you find her name, bro? Billy Sims. Can I see the graduation? Yeah, how do I find the kids? Oh, wait, hold on. It could be like linked to one of the... Well, I don't think so. Team Downclaw? Kurt Hauser? No. This is Pickety. Susie? Robin? Alright, give me a hand again. Billy Seams instant? Oh god. Must be covered by multiple people. Maybe it was in the Pollen Telegraph, Billy Sims. Alright, here we go. I got a longer one. Had appeared in the paper before. A somewhat comedic sensationalism of the events in question, and because their readers were already familiar with Mark Clementine, they were filed it under a special banner called Crockwatch. It mentions that our good friend Croc Clementine was actually in attendance because his daughter was walking the stage. He was apparently not allowed to attend. His ex-wife had a restraining order filed on behalf of her daughter. It did so anyways. It was unknown to the school staff, including Sims at the time, who he was, but a security guard recognized him, and that's when the trouble started. Clementine was approached by approaching the side of the stage to try to avoid guy when the exchange between him and Sims took place. What, shall I look more Crockwatch? Was he in the Pickety? Oh shit. Oh well. It seems they didn't know report it. You did get a few new bits of information. Billy Sims was once arrested for firing a Molotov cocktail at a company that was found to be testing their products on animals. According to police paperwork, Crocodile Clementine's bail was paid for by Vito Jacobson. It was a regional fast food chain. Held a combination. Also, Jesse used to be named Lucinda. Am I going through? Alright, and Piketty interviewed other students that were going into the Fed to find out if everyone else knew anything. Because his daughter Mary was graduating. Alright, we'll go on. I don't know which one though. Mary Webb. I'm assuming is a college student. She graduated. Should I see Lucinda? In the hold on. Okay, no, not part of it. Where's Billy Sims? Billy Sims. Nothing on here. Nothing on here, right? Oh, they did something. Seems redundant. Herald. No. Actually, can I see the Herald and see Mary Webb? Alright, anything on Mary Webb? No, Herald. Monthly. News Time. Piketty. Pollen. Silver Screen. Starlad. Team Blast. Great. We got jack shit. we got something here. Mary Webb in San Diego has a website called Web of the Web. Apparently, it's a personal travel diary that also doubles as an advertisement for a travel agency. There are descriptions of Mary's service, including booking flights and cruises. Almost all of them involve extremely niche audiences. It seems Mary is the #1 agent when it comes to booking spiritual vacations about ghost ships and in specific hotel rooms that are said to be haunted. She also has a dedicated section for more traditional modern cruises that cater to specific groups such as fans of boy bands. In the diary entry, she talks about a trip she's personally taken and used this as an opportunity to feature descriptions of amenities and excursions that the ships offer, even when you're on them to see a specific band or ghost. There are also pictures of ships, hotels, landmarks in places she visited, as well as a picture of Mary herself with the ship in the background. One of her diary entries actually mentions The day that the photos were taken, she was allowed onto the ship on the pod day in San Diego with a famous photographer she knew. Is that the next lead, the famous photographer? Oh, that's me. Ah, corporate composition photography? Alright, let's take a photo here. With a thumbnail. I don't know if that's going to be good or not, but... What does it say? Mary Webb. This photo was in front of an alleged ghost ship in the 1800s. It was lost at sea and turned up without any crew several years later. Alright, corporate composition photography. Photography studio that was listed. It seems to have been possible to hire them to take professional quality photos for businesses of all sorts. As far as you can tell, it appears it no longer exists. Great. The company also mentions on a photography site with some IRC logs. It seems like the site is the personal page of a member of an IRC photography channel. They have archives of logs they've been saving since 1993. One of them was in 1996 when Val, the former head photographer of the corporate composition photography, did a Q&A with the users about taking pictures for promotional materials and print ads. Most questions and answers are pretty technical. They not only seem irrelevant, but generally go over your head. One of the questions, however, mentions that Val was on the cover of Telephoto. Alright, we got that. Am I searching Val? And ask about Iraq. The question was quickly shut down by the person running the Q&A, who said Val does not wish to answer any more questions from his photojournalism days, nor does he want to talk about LBP. Alright, let's take a... Yeah, let's take a thing here. I guess we're done with this. I guess we're done with this with Robert Martin as well, right? Alright, so telephoto. Photography. What should I search? Val? LBA? Corporate... What's it called? Corporate... Composition photography? What do you mean? You see Billy Sims? Web? Oh no, why we got a dead end, boys? Ladies and gentlemen, why a dead end? Corporate composition photography? Iraq? Maybe I search Iraq, maybe? What are you on about, bro? Do I have to find his actual name? Val? Probably like an actual full name, right? It's just LBP. Lebanese pound? Might be that. Or some... also known as... Alright. Low back pain, Long Beach. Lincoln baby photography? I don't know if we're going through that. Oh. Oh, Lincoln baby photography seems like a solid lead, as it mentions Val is an award-winning photographer on the page. It's a business in Beacon, New York, and on site it has a picture of the baby and the camera caption with Cam Lincoln reaching for his namesake. I guess he takes after his father, Val. Alright. How about, should I search law brands of bars and panties? How did you think this would be related to your search exactly? Regardless, there's nothing. The Roottrees here. God. God. This. Video game? Oh, it's an actual... Wait, it's an actual game? Wag. Og. What we got here? Baby photo. Cam Lincoln. I guess he takes his name after his Val. So his name is Valve Lincoln. Val Lincoln. I don't think that's how you spell it. That's how you spell his name. There's an L in there. There we go. Was featured in telephoto. Ah, and hit my finger on the. Hit my not my knuckle, but yeah, my finger. Middle of my finger. The cover, which was yeah, it's been added to the evidence. Who's this? Who is this? Wait, Clementine? One of the Clementines? Isn't that Clementine? Where is he? He's a Clementine. Yeah, this. Alright, Val Lincoln. Went overseas during Desert Storm. He won the Tapia Award for photojournalism, specifically for the photo on the cover. Val got his start in high school when he took photography class because, in his own words, he couldn't decide what else to do and thought it would be the best career in the world to shoot for Playboy. He quickly found he had a knack for it and began to skip lunch in his free periods to spend more time in the darkroom. After graduating, he tries to pivot to landscape photography, but didn't have any passion for it. I work much better when I'm trying to tell the story of a person or an object. He got lucky when a photographer mentor of his, was going overseas to cover the war. Decided to take a chance on him. Most people wouldn't call it lucky to go to an active war zone for no pay. But he bought my plane tickets, all my meals, and even pulled some strings so he could rush my passport. Someone that had never had a real job or even left California. It was hell of a break. Val was only 19 at the time and shot the photo that won him an award the night he was there. The photo depicts Lisa Clementine, who lost an arm in Operation Desert Saber. According to the article, women were not subjected to direct combat. Lisa was in a vehicle at the time. The vehicle had to pull over suddenly when the road ahead was partially destroyed and she and a fellow soldier was severely injured by a landmine. Val says, I ran into Lisa after her surgery and took this picture. Then, until she shipped out, I kept finding excuses to go back and took more pictures of her. Guess it was fate because that photo won me an award, got me into your magazine, and also led to my engagement. Just earlier this week, she agreed to become Mrs. Lincoln. And he had the child. Yo, it all goes full circle. So, yeah, this ain't Mary Webb. This is... what's his name? Lisa Clementine? And she married Val... What's his name? Val Lincoln. Man, I'm not good at... And she was... I don't know what she does now. Was a... I guess she's a housewife, I assume. Apparently I don't have... Did I not take a photo? Not the best of photos, but... You know, at a time of distress. Alright, I guess I could get the baby in. What's his name? Cam? Was his name Cam? What was that baby's name? Cam Lincoln. Got another baby in the family. Lisa Clementine. That's a bit weird. Oh, why did she take... I guess... Oh, right. She said they... Well, military? They're not doing? Hello? Manufacturing, maybe? Oh, yeah. Actually, I do know Webb. What's his name? What's her name? Clementine. Clementine, Mary. And hers was travel agent. Alright, what we got? I don't know what I got, but we'll see. Something here. Alright, hold on. I had to pay attention to something. Yeah, did we get it? Yeah, baby, travel agent, manufacturing, college student. Oh, we got the call.
Hey there, it's us. So I just have to say, the work you're doing here is fantastic.
Thank you, thank you.
So fantastic, in fact.
There goes Clark. Always the bad cop. Go ahead.
Well, our law firm, Ruby Legal Enterprises, is having trouble keeping up.
Alright. Law firm Ruby Legal Enterprises is having trouble keeping up. Stop submitting. Roottrees.
Well, consider that a good thing. I told Clark you'd get results.
Okay, yeah.
Says that like I didn't believe her. Regardless, the bad news is it's going to take 5 potential tree additions before anyone locks in from now on. Good luck.
And keep up the good work.
That's it. Do you know military, Lisa Clementine? Is there more to this? There's such Lisa Clementine? What do you even do nowadays? Nothing, right? Maybe she is a housewife. I mean, I don't think she lost her arm, right? So, we done? Oh, I gotta. Oh, I gotta do Susan Ford. Not like this. It's at 5, so 1, 2. Ah, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm guessing I'm going there. What are you thinking, Rubber Ducky? If you knew Lisa Clementine's occupation, you could probably place her on the tree. Oh, right, Lisa Webb. Maybe artist. Oh, Lisa Lincoln, maybe. Lost the win. She reported. All right. Oh no. Hold on. Hang on. Support group for fellow veterans in Beacon, New York. She makes her appearance listed as a professor at West Point. That is crazy. A military college. She teaches classes that contribute to environmental engineering major. The short biography on the staff page mentioned that she had a passion for the military from a very young age, due to erroneously believing that her family member was an Air Force pilot. Yeah, that's true. Well, she later learned that to be untrue, the passion remained, and she joined the ROTC. I thought it was okay. Yeah, I thought her granddad. No? She earned a degree. Alright, so she's a professor. Alright, okay. Good on ya. Good on ya, Lisa Clementine. I guess it was a bit foolish of me. I think she was a housewife or like retired. So what's next on the docket? Is it Susan Ford? Yeah, more recent news about Grand Off Rose. Dove. Alright, we're looking for it. I had a feeling. I had a feeling. I don't know what to search, you know? Thomas Hughes, maybe? Yeah, did I not search Thomas Hughes on the thing? Fuck off. Fuck off. Susan Ford? What? It was like, oh, search in the fucking thing, huh? Oh, maybe in the telephoto, maybe? Get it off. What? What do you mean? The fuck, dude? Hudson Wing, maybe? No one taking photos, huh? The fuck? Hudson Wing. I don't know what should we be looking at. The dove or the wing? Like yeah, Hudson Wing will take us there. I'll just do everything. Ain't gonna be in there. Maybe the Herald. Maybe News Time. Rickety. Holland. Telephone. And off. Of nothing. Holland, nothing. Rickety, nothing. News Time, nothing. Monthly thing. Elville. Steph signature. Little County Times. Whoa. Oh, I thought. Maybe I should search. Hold on. Oh, what the fuck did I just press? Holy shit. Because Grandolph was the last name of the founder. Should I see Grandolph? Just Grandolph. Was this his first name? Yeah, should I see Grandolph? Grandolph? Buller. Jeff Kiss. Eld. Telephoto. Holland. Fuck off. Miss Ford. Hudson Wing. Shepherd. Mentions that she learns ASL for her future husband, Thomas Hughes, who they split up. At first, it operated on weekends, but since then, it had afternoon classes on some weekdays. Dial. Oh, right. It turned into Grandolph School of the Deaf. Hold on. There we go. Oh, fuck. Maybe there's more to it in the... Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Grandolph School for the Deaf. Made a few odd appearances here, there, in Buller Country Times. It's not too many that you can kind of look at them all. So after scoring a few pages, you managed to find something incredibly useful in an article. It isn't focused on the school itself. Local students provide key evidence in scientific study. The article from March of this year, 999, mentions that the Ford sisters, who attended school, the Ford sisters, I don't know if I should be searching that, are one of only a handful of identical twins in the world who suffer from two different genetic issues. One of them has asthma, and the other has daily allergy to peanuts. Their mother, a Miss Susie Ford, who's principal at the nearby Grandolph School for the Deaf, was originally contacted by the researchers looking to identify if there were any set of twins where one was born deaf and the other was not. While she didn't have any twins attending a school, she asked if her daughters Melissa and Heather would be useful, and turns out they were. She says they couldn't be more different. My youngest, we all call her that, even though it was only by 15 minutes. Shy by essential, they hasn't stopped running for the moment she learned the scamper. Asthma has kept her sister off the soccer field, but she's definitely of an extrovert and is performing in the local production of Is There Life After High School later this year. Alright, nowadays it's mostly performed by small theatre groups, including high school drama clubs. If you couldn't tell by now, a game designed by the name of Jeremy Johnstone was in a musical theatre all 4 years of high school. That's pretty sick. And what? He's a game dev. There's one song. Oh, I think he's a writer. I don't know which one was the writer, but one song from it popularized called "The Kid Inside." If you'd like to listen to it, I recommend Barry Manilow's version. Who we're going? One of them's extroverted. Well, wait, hold on. I think you know who's who. Wait, hold on. One's holding the EpiPen. The other. This is a very old photo. And a surreal photo as well. Take a photo? Nah, I think the other one was alright. So one has so the one who has the EpiPen is, hold on, we'll get there. The one with the EpiPen is Melissa and Heather. Melissa and Heather. My youngest is shy and hasn't stopped running from the moment she learned to scamper. Alright, so wait, who's who though? My youngest. Oh shit. I don't even know who's who. My chair squeaking. That's this guy. I kind of spooked him. I was like, is that in the game? One of the only handful of identical communities. Melissa have a couple turns out. It turns out they were. She is shy, but hasn't stopped running. So the youngest is the one with the EpiPen. I don't know who's who. Alright, get in there. Get in there. I'm gonna say Melissa's the first one, as she addressed it her first. Melissa Ford. Actually, I could just search a bit more, actually. I don't know if I can, but Melissa... Well, he did say the other one is... who's the other one? Heather. Hey, never mind. And I... Oop. Wait, hang on a second. Are the kids? I don't even know. Attending his school? This was like years ago though. It said an article, so let me read the article. Oh, man. I think I'm just gonna call her Heather then. Heather Ford, I'm locking that in. The students? I'll just assume they're college students now. What next on the duck? Yeah, I can. Heather acted in a school play and therefore must be the twin in the photo. She is holding... Yeah, I got Heather right? Yeah, that's right, that's right. Heather is the older teacher. Yeah, I know that. Oh, they're in K-12. Okay. We'll just assume they're in K-12, huh? That's fine, that's fine. That's fine. Bess Williams. Alright, we're going back. Yeah, well, it's the only tree left. Bess Williams. We might finish it tonight here. Live with the family man. The Bodocadorial library not far where she lives was particularly destroyed. Oh shit. It no longer exists. You find multiple libraries in the area. According to the website for the library system in Miami, the building where it once sat is now the Miami Print Museum. Should I... It says searching for it. You come across their website. It states their hours and lists of exhibits. The building is very small and mission free. They only have room for a few different displays. One exhibit is their courtyard. It includes a fountain as well as a statue of an unknown author. The picture has been added to your thing. The Miami Sunday, a now defunct weekly newspaper. The last is the original print of the Cuba of Cubans. It merged with another periodical, which folded over here. Should I get that periodical? Last of the year, you find a small answer quirky printing history facts that mentioned that the Miami Mercury Sunday was an outcome of merging two smaller failing newspapers. This resulted in one larger failing newspaper, which only notable to the author, Jeffrey, Texas. The Jefferson, a real newspaper. Nobody you've been investigating lives in Texas. Yeah. Alright, so that led to nowhere. Cuban of Cubas? Marcia Barben. Is that not it? It's not of? Man, my memory by. Didn't seem related to the search. Okay. Alright, back to the library. An unknown author, huh? Alright, who we got? The statue is a friend of the Miami Print Museum, formerly the Boca Doyle Library, north of Miami. An unknown author. This is a good picture. We take a photo of that one. Thumbnail of the day. It's about the Miami Print Museum. Statue by an unknown author. Can I enhance? Enhance. Miami Sunday? Should we get something about that? Maybe Miami Print Museum is one of our big searches here in the periodicals. Pollen in Miami? Miami? No. Heraldal. Signature. Telephoto. Team Blast. Icati. News Times. Nothing. What's this picture? Why can't I not like zoom in like properly? It's someone. Said to be of an unknown author. Nothing on that. Another is a printing press. There used to be printing press that used to be the Miami Sunday. Wait, didn't it? Which folded a year earlier? Yeah, I went through this. That lasted about a year. I mentioned it was the outcome merging two smalling failing newspapers. Miami Mercury. Jefferson Jimper Liquor. History facts of what the fuck? Anything on Bess Williams? How do I find something? Miami Mercury maybe? Oh, here we go. Discover every periodical. The Miami Mercury is now defunct. Merged with the Miami Sunday. Show us what's Miami Sunday. Seems at one point. Alright, okay, we got it. Article about Bess Williams section has been built. It was later mentioned about a bidding war for planned expansion of the library. The bidding was won by Wildcat Construction and included a new statue. Alright, Wildcat Construction has worked on many buildings in the Florida area. Seamless cease operation. That's it. Is that all? It mentions that Bess's young son, now an orphan, was in attendance during the dedication. What's her son? Oh, here we go. Whoa, Wildcat Construction was mentioned once in an article you've already seen. It was also mentioned in 1947 under the headline Constructing a Better World. Frank Wildcat Williams left Florida in 1941. Construction worker and returned a hero. He won the Navy Cross for his bravery and sacrifice, having carried a fellow warrior to safety under heavy Nazi fire. Now he and his wife Ophelia are now carrying his fellow soldiers through tough times at home. Wildcat Construction is Frank's company, focusing on creating opportunities. Might as well. Opportunities for soldiers finding difficulty getting back to normal. Ophelia has handled outreach for the wives of local veterans who are often able to provide insight into their husband's needs and conditions. She has, through such outreach, found 13 veterans of war to serve as Frank's employees. The community support has been unendingly and overwhelmingly positive. It has gone to the point where if Frank bids on a project, other companies have decided to step back and let his soldiers handle it. This has become a bit of a sore spot for local politicians and business owners, as the bid are often not as low as they expected. The problem for them is essentially Frank has a selective monopoly, and it's true. But any attempt to circumvent it has caused an uproar and accusation of being un-American. Doesn't say what will become of Wildcat Construction be defunct, right? But at least for now, we're rooting for them. So should I search Frank Wildcat Williams, and then it's like a sad story. Oh. Yeah, he died in 1996. Well, here's the story. He got the medal, Navy Cross. And the story goes that even after being struck in the arm with a bullet, he managed to carry a fellow soldier through enemy territory and soldier for over 2 miles. He retired in a retirement community in Sweetwater, Florida. An obituary on the website of a local news channel that was written by his surviving family also shed light on some of his personal life. He grew up an orphan because his family died in a hurricane when he was young. He could barely remember. Oh, okay, now I've collected. This is Bess Williams' son. He could... Wait, is Bess... Wait. Is Bess the person? He could barely remember his mother and has no memories of his father. Uh-oh, is Bess Williams actually his... Yeah, is Bess Williams the person? He was born a joker and shining light to veterans who needed the most. An anecdote mentions used to assist married his wife Ophelia. As a matter of courtesy and convenience, she wouldn't have to change her last name. Who's Ophelia? Should I see Ophelia? Oh, no. Who's Ophelia? Ophelia Wildcat. In caps. Well, I found her son. Yeah, Frank Wildcat Williams was... How do I find her? Oh, I got more evidence. What is this? Oh, Wildcat Williams. This was made for Wildcat Williams. Is actually Bess Williams the last person? Who's Beth? Who's Bess? Might be Bess Williams. He was an author. Is that who I think it is? Is that... You need to lock in 5 more people. This is Frank... Wildcat Williams. Oh, yeah, Frank Williams, and he was a Construction. There we go. I can't believe it. S. Williams. It all makes sense now. None. Have we done everything here? Yeah. Author. I don't know Ophelia's name. Yeah, Ophelia Blank. He adopted someone. Wildcat Construction. I don't even know what to search further, you know, like died. How am I gonna find that thing? What's Ophelia's name? Last name? After World War II, he ran construction jobs. He was born a joker and shining light to those veterans. An anecdote mentions he used to insist he married his wife Ophelia as a matter of courtesy and convenience. She wouldn't have to change her last name. Oh, right, her name is Williams. Ophelia Williams? Is that correct? Am I correct on that? They had a kid. How am I gonna figure out the damn kid? Oh wait, whoa! Whoa! I didn't even see this. He was often known to do, according to article, he is survived by Ophelia as well as his daughters Barb and Sharon Williams. Sharon Williams? Barbara. Oh, there's Barb. Barb Williams is the motivational speaker. She has a website that explains the services she offers. Her company listed as Coconut Grove, Florida. Alright, we'll go ahead. Here we go. Overcoming adversity with Barb Williams. This flyer includes 3 different testimonials from Greta Jones from WQTV 12, Vic Elmsworth from the Kikkiwa Falls Gazette, and Isabel Crosby, the superintendent of Benton County. Look, Barb. Whoa, Barb's got everything. What the fuck? Greta Jones for WQTV 12 Morning News, Vic Elmsworth, Kiki Falls Gazette, Benton. Alright, we've got someone, but I don't know if she's married or... There's nothing on the finger. I don't see a ring on that finger. Maybe she split up. Here we go. You don't have portraits? I do. This one. It must be. What's the name? Barb Williams. Barbara Williams. Alright. She is a motivational speaker. Speaker? Public speaker? Yeah. I'll take that. WQ12. Greta Jones, according to the flyer. Unfortunately, WQ12 has no online presence. You do find a listing of television call signs next to the city of Springfield and heading Effingham County. You may need to do a deeper dive on the city and state to see if any locals. Alright, let's go to Springfield. I kind of know it's Effingham County, Springfield. Alright. Illinois. It might be Georgia actually. I spell Illinois. Oh, so what the fuck am I doing? Is that right? Greta Flores? Used to go by Greta Jones before her divorce. What is going on? Where am I in? Compared to the ordeal you've gone through, to simply figure out her current name, it's easier than you to expect to find that she has a website for comedy. She was apparently the MC of an all-female speaking tour. The tour was called Storytellers Sisterhood, the Mothers and Daughters of the Earth. You do a search for it, and it seems like it was compiled by Isla Hale. Five Stories of Sisterhood. Oh, come on. Anthology. One of the stories by Bob Williams has been added to your evidence. Well, I got a picture of Bob. No. Bob Williams have a transcript of a story she told on stage. The first part of the story focuses on 2-year-old girls. My sister Sherry was a brat, always sulking, often obedient. Never on time. She borrowed things without asking, and even ran away from home, allowing to sneak back next day like nothing strange. My daughter Sharon, on the other hand, was a beautiful person. She had excellent marks in school, was intensely artistic and creative, and volunteered at an animal rescue. She continues to tell the story of the 2 girls until she shifts the narrative. What's the difference between Sherry, the brat, and Sherry, the beauty? Is it nature, nurture, a better education, different opportunities? The answer is nothing. There's no difference because my sister and my daughter are the same girl. Bob reveals that her daughter was the result of an unexpected pregnancy when she was 15. I met a boy at a county he lived in a nice part of town. He went to a good school to a teenage girl. It felt like a fairy tale. But there were boxes all over his house. He was moving in 3 days. Those 3 days were heaven to me. The final night, he surprised me. He told me he could actually see me again soon. He planned to return to his grandparents. I thought I was giving him a reason to keep his promise. I even saw him again, and when I finally got desperate enough to ask around, a friend of a friend told me he hadn't even given me his real last name. Bob also talks about when she found out she was pregnant. I was convinced my life was over. My parents, they took charge. I had to live at home and I work a part-time job, but they had removed the burden of motherhood. I managed to scrape out a degree in English, and as far as my daughter was concerned, I was a much older sister. Bob used the story to conclusion. When I was younger, I thought my sister was the brat, and I wasn't wrong, but she ran away from home to work at that animal shelter. She borrowed my clothes for a presentation at school, and her creativity allowed her to open up Sherry's hair. Sherry's hair? So that's her daughter, huh? Took me long to realize the beauty was always there too. In fact, the brat and the beauty exist in all of us. It was my inner brat that kept me blinded to the truth, and I like to say it's the beauty in me that's finally able to see what I'm missing. I implore you to call upon the beauties in yourself whenever the brat tries to take a hold. Sherry. So, kid's called Sherry. Listed as Sherry? What the hell? Is she adopted? It looks like it. This must be Sherry Yastazemski. She has a large van, and on the weekends, or maybe she's married actually, now that I think about it. Must have been Sherry Williams. About Sherry, section is, oh wait, hold on. On weekends can bring the style of Brittany, Christina, or even Rachel to your door. And about Sherry section is very long and presented as one paragraph. In my knee on the table. Pete was her late husband's college roommate. She and he never spent any significant time together until she became a widow. They built a charity together. They left the charity behind because it was growing beyond their ability to run it. She also brags about her kids, Tony, Mark, and Cricket. Okay. The oldest, Tony. What the hell? This is Tony, Mark, who's Cricket? Oh, one of them's... Okay, I got you. The oldest, Tony, seems to get the shot in the skin. His 2 listed accomplishments... Okay. So, we got Sherry... Okay. Sherry... Williams. What was her name before? Well, she took on the... What? Her name's not Sherry? I guess Sharon then. Peter... Yeah, Stremensky. Tony, Mark, and Cricket. Crazy name to call your son Cricket. Tony seems to get the short end of the stick. His two listed accomplishments are that he's the oldest. He's a straight A student. Mark, on the other hand, has multiple baseball accomplishments listed. Apparently, his little league team is nationally recognized. Cricket York is near the end. And has an entire section dedicated to her. She's an actress? What? Her name's York now. It's just Cricket York. Sherry, in addition to becoming hireable to come do your do, is the stylist for the show. The passage also mentioned that her agent recommended they change the name to York. Alright, because Yasta Mensky. It seems on the point to your search. So this is York. I mean, Cricket. Yeah, crazy name. Cricket. Cricket? Cricket York? No, Cricket Yama. Yastra. Yeah, and this is Mark. Yastra. This is Tony. Tony. No Tony? I guess we search Cricket York first. Liberty Library is a children's show filmed at a studio in Lauderdale, Florida. It's been on air since 1991. In the show, multiple adults and children interact with different animal puppets in a small town called Liberty. Unlike some of the popular shows involving non-human performers, this one isn't funded by the public. Instead, I'm assuming that's Mr. Rogers, it's paid by donations from businesses related to education. This includes a textbook manufacturer called whatever that is. Tutoring companies such as EDUCA28U. For what you can find, it's syndicated in a few markets across southern United States. Like most children's entertainment, many of those grew up with it tend to have fond memories. That works in your favor because the show has been documented by a few fan sites. There's even Liberty Library Webring, though it only has 3 entries. That Cricket York? That's a crazy photo. Who is that? Who is that guy? Wearing glasses though. Assuming she's a... I don't even know. Is she a student? Or is she an actor? That's a good question. Is she a student? I mean, she is a kid. I'll click there. How about Mark? He's a baseballer, right? Oh. Did he took on the York? Nope. Well, how am I gonna figure this out now? She's an actress? Yeah, she's alright. Sherry in addition. How about Tony? Thing is, Tony doesn't even exist. Like, what the hell? Tony. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to find the other ones. Sherry's hair? We already searched that, but... Sherry, yeah, should we search... this in herself? Nope. How's about kids? Straight A's. His little league team is nationally recognized. Should I find a little league team and... Where is Portland? Portland... Ohio. Cincinnati is in Ohio. They did talk about a thingamajig charity, so Pete Sherry's hair? No way. Build a charity? But didn't say anything? don't know what anymore we could continue on. Wait, is there a thing I got? Where's that? Sherry. My daughter Sharon. All right. On the other hand, was all right. It is Sharon. Same jig. Oh, what more do I? I got no one else. Little League team? Got any Little League teams we got? Orlando baseball? Come on. Maybe we have to search for... Yeah, hold on. Periodicals. What we got? Portland Telegraph? Oregon. Oh, it's in Oregon. Fuck. News time? Herald? Maybe Tony's there? Tony? Nope. Go back to Mark. Actually, wait. It might be more leading to cricket, actually. We're not done with cricket. Let's see, the Starlet? I don't think... Hey, didn't she say Miami? Hold on. What is that? Where is it? Did you say Sherry located from Miami to Orlando? Oh shit, hold on. Maybe Sherry's here in the public library. Miami Mercury. Oh my god, Sherry. We're so close, man. Sherry. Oh, it might be Sherry Williams, though. Don't do this to me. No way. What more do you want from me? Orlando listed as Sherry. Tony, which isn't his fucking name. Mark. Cricket. Tony's not even in the fucking list, bro. Oh wait, actually, Tony is part of another. Wait, I'm looking here. Tony is part of another person. She has two. She had two husbands. This is Tony. Oh no, fucking mind. It is still Tony, no? Alright, what you got? What the duck want to say? Oh, the other quotes. The other quotes. I forgot. The Kikiwa Falls Gazette. There's no Kikiwa Falls. Is there a man named Chris Elmsworth? By a small town. It's strange. Is it present a monthly newspaper or small town America? It's a bit strange is that amongst the articles, detailing real location and occasional stories. For example, on the homepage now is an article entitled Mermaid Strikes Back Against Lobster Farms that's using very dry language details that the mermaids in Maine have begun to unionize in support of better benefits. There's no punchlines, and the article are normal. Each current issue is presented in the house. There's no archives or older ones. Well, should we look into Chris Elmsworth? Nope. I don't think it's part of the thing, I guess. It said Vic Elmsworth. Who's Vic? According to his own personal page, he's apparently one of the 3 brothers. All 3 of them are contributors to a Vic. Alright, this might link to, Kiku Falls Gazette. All the articles, according to Victor, he had seen Barb talk more than once. On this particular occasion, Barb's talk was at a very large church, and it was clear that she was an expert at matching the presentation of her concepts for any particular crowd because she received a standing ovation. Barb started with a story about loss, specifically the loss of a bicyclist who had been hit by a car. She spoke about the death of any person as a darkness in their loved ones, a cold, empty, void that begins to creep into the space where there was once light because the light can never return exactly how it was. She says the only option is to nurture new sources of light and keep fade back the darkness. In conclusion, was that finding the hidden meanings in tragedy is the most important thing we can do. She used multiple biblical comparisons and finished by looping back around to her initial story and how she personally began to come around this ideology. The biker who died was her son-in-law. And her daughter. So I'm guessing that's where lanes across America. Pages of the news articles mention lanes across America. LAM, formerly LAM. The death of Drew Smith. Alright, here we go. So it must be Drew Smith. Yeah, Drew Smith. Okay, I'm guessing Andrew Smith. Well, so this must be... Well, it can't be Tony Smith, huh? Let's see. Drew was biking home from work when he was hit by a car. Each year since, lanes across America has grown and now have more offices in over 12 major metropolitan areas, including Miami, where the charity began. There's a picture of Drew in my evidence. Drew. Crazy that's cut out as well. Not a bad looking man. It was not Drew. Andrew, I guess. Close. Her daughter, Sherry. The last piece of evidence, I think, is... Isabel Crosby. Okay, is there more about this? Kiki Fix Elmsworth? Okay. Superintendent of Benton County. There hasn't been a Benton County in Florida since 1850, so you're not sure which one Isabel Crosby comes from. Searching for Isabel doesn't lead anything that seems to fit. Can you list them all? Miami? Well, that's not a state, isn't it? Is this not part of anything? Hello? New York City. New York. I don't know what the states we got. We got Las Vegas. Isn't that Nevada? LA. What else are you gonna point me? There's more to discover about lanes across America, isn't there? What, LAM? He was hit. Oh, including Miami. Alright. LAM? LAA? Excuse me? In over 12 major metropolitan areas, including Miami, where the charity began. Hello? Hello? Business watch? What? What the fuck? Well, what the fuck? I'm so confused. What do I search? Drew? What? Should I search Drew Smith? No, I should be doing that. Nope. Things across America, including Miami. All right. Why is it not Tony Smith? No. Alright, if I go through every single thing and it's not there. Also? Is there something in the thing? Sharon Smith, maybe? Maybe a Sharon Smith? No. Well, what do you want? The charity used the abbreviation of LA. Yeah, I did. I fucking tried to search it, but there was like... Oh, lane... Oh, God. I figured it out. Lanes across Miami. What? Where else? Lanes across... Lanes? What's happened? Lanes across. Am I spelling Miami? I'm not going crazy, right? Miami. Lanes across Miami. LAM. Come on, bro. Like, what? It's too cut. What? Yes. Found some additional information. LAM was formed in 1987 and became LAA. It was founded by Sharon Smith, yep, after the death of her husband. Sharon and some other board members stepped down in 1992, and the current leadership took over. One of the oldest articles has a full uncropped version of the same wedding photo. It seems that after Sharon left LAM, they began to crop her and the rest of her wedding party out of the photo to focus solely on Drew, who was the face of the charity. I got the full photo. Oh, is that all of them? I don't know who's who. Who's who? That's Sharon? I assume so. Hairstylist. Hairdresser. It says I need to unlock 5. How am I unlocking 5 in this? Who's this guy? Might be Peter, maybe. Anything else? What else? What else we got? Library mentioned a few companies. Yolanda. Oh, these ones, the manufacturers, huh? Textbook manufacturers. Math, they were in the last year. 2 editions seem remarkably suitable, yet arithmetic. Doesn't seem like how the EDU CA2U tutoring service. They have a deal with Liberty Library. On the side, they actually provide tutoring for some of the actors and actresses on the show, including Cricket Yard. Is seen in the photo labeled Cricket and her brothers, ready to learn from one of our talented tutors. You still don't find much about EDU CA2U, except that there seems to be a subsection of Liberty Library fans who are deeply unsettled by the company's logo, which would appear after the credits of each episode. One writes, "I was terrified of the little girl of the logo. She looked like some kind of demon doll, and I raced the TV every day to switch it out before a creepy laugh came on." Alright. Yeah, that's a creepy logo. That is a creepy logo. So that's Tony, and that's Mark. Why his name's not Tony? T-R-S. Thomas. Is it Thomas? I don't... If it is, I'm smacking someone. Are there students? Oh, good. Here's an old photo of Tom. Is that in? Is that all the pieces together? Sharon Williams remarried her husband and had the child Cricket. I do. Oh, she's an actor. I mean, I don't... What, is he... I'm assuming he's college. Nope. Yeah, Mark. Well, is he? Athlete, maybe? Should we actually, athlete is not there. College, maybe? Are they college? Are the students? Surely. What else we got? Oh. Oh, her name's Cricket. No, that's correct, right? Cricket Ostromensky. I'm like, what, you want me to put York? That's not her actual name. Yeah, that's not her actual name. I think that's right. She's a child. She's a child actor, no? Oh, is this her? Oh, is it the other way around? Yeah, now I figured it out. Her name is actually Cricket Smith. I thought it went oldest to... Oh, maybe for that one, maybe. I don't know. Yes? This must be Thomas? Huh? No, what? Oh, no. Then I throw Peter here then. So I was like, what? No. Well, this guy over here. This must be Smith. Andrew Smith. Not Cricket, Mark. They're both students? Is that right? Yeah, okay. Oh, right. I got her name wrong. It's... Okay, now that should be alright. This guy must be Smith. What am I doing here? Alright. Unless they've gotten older, no? Well, what does Duck tell me now? It's easy to fill now? Well, it's not Tony. It's not? Tony. Can I not see their name? What's their name? So cheeky of them not to do that, huh? Tony, Mark, and Cricket. Tony. Oh, like Anthony, maybe? Anthony? Yeah, there we go. We did it. We're doing 5 more. It's crazy to call. I never heard anyone call Anthony to be called Tony.
Hi again. I know you probably thought you were done.
That's what I thought.
But it turns out what you're doing here might have some pretty major repercussions on the family tree.
Again. Also, there's something really strange happening. I can't explain it.
Neither of us can.
I'd call it a simple misunderstanding, but it's digging at the pit of my stomach. I just have a feeling. Clark?
Last week, let's just say being the president, sometimes people bring me things.
Yeah, sorry about hitting the mic though.
Just skip to the important part.
Right. One of our janitors brought me some hair she'd found in Ruby Spratt's trash. It was Bonnie Hudson's. Bonnie is Guy's sister. She'd sent us her hair to test potential Roottrees, since her DNA is closest to Guy's.
Makes sense.
But Ruby threw it out, and I wasn't sure why she would have done that. Especially right before we began testing the tree you provided. When I asked, she told me she thought the samples needed to be fresh every time they did a test.
It seems really odd. Ruby was the one who convinced us to do DNA testing in the first place.
Ruby's got something.
She seemed so knowledgeable. I don't like it. You've done more of a deep dive on these people than anybody else has. Clark will keep a closer eye on the DNA tests from now on. You have an eye for anomalies. We need you to find the smoking guns.
If there's anyone you're 100% positive can't be a Roottrees...
Oh no, I'm rolling people out.
Or any you've got definitive evidence are Roottrees, then we might be able to catch Ruby in a lie.
Oh shit. What am I doing? So, alright. Ruby Spratt, the company lawyer, was caught throwing away DNA samples for Bonnie Hudson. These were intended to be used for testing new potential Roottrees. Something didn't sit right with Sam, and 2 of them asked for your help. They were hoping, with your evidence and understand the family tree, you could verify which people in the dotted box are likely, certainly legitimate Roottrees, very unlikely to be legitimate Roottrees, and which of them are too ambiguous. Oh no, it's over. And I have to lock it in. Oh, here we go. Possible Roottree. This has to be, right? Smoking guns. Who's Beth? Because he overheard. Update on Beth Williams. I don't know. Conclusion? What does this mean? I'm so confused. He could be a Roottree as well. I'm so confused. You haven't found this clue yet? What? What is this mean? I'm so confused. He could be a Roottree as well. I'm so confused. You haven't found this clue yet? What? What does this mean? I'm so confused. He could be a Roottree as well. I'm so confused. You haven't found this clue yet? I'm so confused. You haven't found this clue yet? Whoa, what's this? Inconsistencies? To who? Oh, guy. Oh. Well, he is a blood relative. Yeah. David Fells, he had a bunch of stuff. What, do I have to find all the smoking guns? I'm so confused. How about this? I don't know. How should I know? Did he bang them? Did Guy Hudson bang these guys? I have a feeling Frank William is. Might be a Roottrie, but it's impossible to prove. I don't know, bro. You think? Diary cruelty? I don't know. Whoa, I'm so confused. Where do I start? Where do I go? Wait, is it just two of them? I'm so confused. Filling in this person is optional. Filling this person is optional. Now that it's time, you have 11 possible Roottrees to identify. Who the fuck are these guys? I don't understand. Who's this person? Do we have a hint? What's this? Thanks to the Picketree article, you can now determine a nominum's identity. Oh, using the company records. This is a nominum. Hold on. I don't have a picture to this though. Her name was bring it back, Beatrice Watts. Alright, we got some more searching to do. We're not done yet. Is the name not Beatrice Watts? What? Find the information from the Picketree article and the company. You piece together Jane Doe's real name as well. Yeah, alright, hold on. The name was Beatrice Watts. I think it's Beatrice Watts. And she was, she was a retailer. This is Mary Beth Watts. Is that correct? Oh, she's married? Wait, what? Yeah, I got that. However, you don't have a picture. You'll have to find more information. Great, man. Where's the picture? Corinne Schwartz? I threw it away, bro. Fuck. I threw the shit away. Is it Beatrice Watts? I think it is. Where's that Picketree article on? Worked as a manager on a department store? Oh, it's Connie May. Alright, okay. It's not Mary Beth, it's Connie May. Connie May Watts. Yeah, I'll stick with those two. North Carolina. Oh, here we go. Connie May has a simple website with black and on white text. From the view counter, you could tell you're only one of a few hundred people who has visited. She's not shy or claims she's Jane Doe Roottrees. Proof. She posted an obscure cover from the time she was featured on Newstime, as well as a different picture of herself that seems to appear to be a wedding photo. The website seems to create it in defense of her mother, who has been the target of scrutiny under the headline, "The True Story of Jane Doe Roottrees, courtesy of Connie May Newton, formerly Watts." Everyone has everything wrong. My mum approached the Roottrees before 5-piece was ever on the cover of Newstime. Nobody at the Roottrees company took us seriously. They only listened to us after we appeared on TV and in magazines. The site has scanned a letter from Ruby Legal Group to Connie May's mother, Beatrice. In very polite legal terms, it seems to accuse her for exploiting their name and ordered her to leave the Roottrees alone. It's dated from a few weeks back, before the 5-piece article appeared. and it seems legitimate. Connie May also discussed her mother's magazine feature in more detail. Do you know how difficult it was to convince everyone to tell our story? My mum didn't want to show her face because everyone in the media was assuming she was lying because her story was just like 5p's. But my mum's story was first. Mum was advised by Ryan and Cork to tell... Who's Ryan and Cork? To tell News Time that 5p's on the cover was to inspire her to go public. That's the only way News Time would agree to go... agree to it and help her get on TV. But it's not true. Our story was first. Crowley's defense continues, but much of it seems repetitive and useless. Towards the end, she discussed the DNA test, yeah, and defends her mother's character. My mother is amazing. She's the nicest woman in the world. She has diabetes and works at a department store, but still manages to help pay for my apartment in the big city so I could stay with my high school sweetheart. I got a degree in nursing, so I learned about DNA in college, but I'm beginning to think it's all a lie. Mum is 100% confident that there's nobody else who could be the father. Either they did the test wrong or DNA is complete BS. It's not a lie. What a ton of events has happened. Was that Connie May? Wow. That's the unobscured photo? Alright. Oh, what's this photo? Newton, Connie May and Danny together forever. Danny Newton. Connie May. Is his name Danny Newton? Daniel Newton, I guess. Possible. Well, should I be finding these clues, or am I? You have enough to fill the Jane Doe on the trip. Oh right, okay. Yeah, she's a nurse. A department store. Is there anything at department store? I guess retail. Oh, have I done it? Okay, well, so Connie May mentions a lot of interesting information defense. I wonder if it could lead to more evidence. Oh, yeah. Where's the? Yeah, I only got 2. Where's the Who's Ryan and Cork? Yeah, why do I not have this picture? Like, Connie May also discussed her mother's magazines. Mum's the nicest. Big department store in the big city. The mall. Alright, let me see. Let me squeeze a little. A lot of it is too general to search, but she does mention a group. It could be worth looking into. What, News Time? I don't think it's News Time. Ruby Legal Group? Ruby Spran? What group? What do you mean group? Who's Ryan and Cork? Ryan and Cork? Should I search those two? Is an unremarkable law firm based in North Carolina named as senior partners Winston Ryan and Gregory Cork. The firm, alright, is this the DNA that proved Jane Doe Rootree was not a Rootree? Wait, hold on. Whoa, we're going. This is the DNA test you got from the website law firm Ryan Cork. The test says that virtually no chance that a nomenon in Connie May was a Rootree. It lists the DNA from Jane Doe was tested against of a Bonnie Kellogg, yeah, Hudson. Ryan and Cork, who represented a nomenon, have confirmed that the sample they sent to the Roottrees was definitely from the nectar. Let's be searching that. Dinadico. Alright, DNA company. It's fairly cutting edge. Was responsible for the DNA test that proved Felix Fellows was a Rootree. And even used it as a... Whoa, it could be the other way around. whenever they take a sample in person, they put the name of the person on the test according to their legal ID, which says David instead of Phoenix. Because Guy Hudson is dead, there's no known DNA source for Guy. They just tested Felix hair versus a hair sample for the Roottrees. It listed as Jane Doe because it wasn't collected in person, but the Rootree company let them know it was from Bonnie Kellogg. This is why it says paternal ancestry. The left and right sets of numbers are essentially signatures that perfectly match the DNA of two people in question and nobody else. The way the test works is certain parts of the signature are shared, and then it's very likely two people are related. As far as you know, it's a legitimate company. They don't have any reasons to create fake. So what we're finding here? 0.5 match, not related. 13. I don't know any. What do I? Am I actually Adrian? What's that? Roland? Example of a DNA 16, 15, 16, 15, and 0.99. XY 99. So wait till I confirm. 20, 16, 15, 15, 19, 10, 9, 10. I don't know. Is this correct? Is this not right? I don't know how it how it fucking works. We put Adrian Roland? Ronald? What's this guy? Who's the guy who sent it? Roland? Adrian Roland? I'm so confused. Who's well, alright, what else you got for me? If you want to make sure Mary Beth's children are Roottrees, you're gonna have to do some more digging. Who's Mary Beth? Who's Mary Beth? I know where they're. Oh, you gotta do some more digging? How the fuck? I know. Can you lead me somewhere? Oh, right. There was some rather damning evidence. What, she visited the miracle? Yeah, I mean, I recall that. Regina said that Stuart told her that she visited the miracle. I think, yeah. I think probably. Spent a lot of time at the miracle church. I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna confirm. Mary Beth visited. Alright. Make sure we double check. Maybe one of them is. Maybe Stuart is. I don't know. We'll find out. Mary Beth, what Clementine? Play religious hymns, yeah. Miracle congregation welcomes Mary Beth with open arms. The uncle, his eye is on the sparrow. His eyes on the sparrow means a special meaning. As you know, I have a very difficult upbringing and it's no stronger than my own eyes. Song is overcoming sadness through hardships through Jesus. Family short tune. Maybe I'll call it a day. Is Mary spreading his word? I felt a kinship with Mary Beth, even though I heard her voice. Bible for adoptions. The second visit was a few years later in 1953. The article mentions that her first visit was a massive success, and at the instance, it also mentions the unusual circumstance of her second son adoption. Wait, yeah, actually, they were both adopted, right? That might be the other way around. Yeah, because wait. Adopted children. Unusual circumstances. Yeah, maybe Mark Clementine was the one. Is that right? Yeah. Alexander Jackson used the name Lucinda. Despite searching a name. Yeah, Lucinda isn't Lucinda a restaurant now? Question mark. Business watch. Alright, wait. Let's look at this. Mexican Fuego Festival is a regional. Used to be named Lucinda. What, Lucinda Jacobson? Or Tostero Lucindia? No, Lucinda Jacobson. Oh, no, okay. The regional fast food chain held a competition that will legally change their name to Tostarito. Alright, used to be called Lucinda. So, Lucinda Jacobson. Alright. So, well, after... Oh, it has not been... Oh, right, Lucinda Jacobson was part of the Bulla. Yeah, this. Helen Roottrees. Okay, so it comes back full circle, huh? I don't know what that means. Does that... It says unusual circumstances. Is it more? Is that... Well, I don't know if I'm correct. Am I correct? Edith Jacobson. Might be. I don't know. What do you think? Honestly, at the end of this, I think I should give like a double check. Like... Alright, 5 piece. Oh, Dirty Davy, that was his name, yep. Dirty Davy. In Portland, alright, there we go. $1971. Maybe he's not a Roottrees. Maybe he is actually. Now that I look back at it. Will it reset the thing? Alright. What does it say? Yeah, hold on. Landmine found in use. Known as Foster Fountain is a fountain. A website for the thingamajig. Oh, here we go. A trivia section that the fountain of youth was originally conceived by Ruby Spratt. Uh-oh. Have we figured it out? As more businesses signed on as sponsors, it grew in scope even beyond Spratt's original hopes. The fountain, it's unique. More than 100 businesses have agreed to pay. Uh-oh. I mean, as a quick glance. On that, what do you mean quite a bit of music under his, what, Dirty Davy? About Dirty Davy? Dirty Devil? Why Men Called Jump? That's the film. Oh, the other one. Dirt Paw? Doesn't mean that he has a sister. Oh. Includes someone that would be revealed to be his own distant cousin Raina in a list of attractive women. Is that it? Or should I be looking at the periodicals? What you got? What else you got? Oh, no, man. Ruby Sprad. That's several potential leads. Oh, the Mid-Eastern University. Whoa. Where's that, No, well, yeah, well, actually, where's... Oh, is it this one? Yeah, there we go. Ruby Spragg graduated top of her class from Mid-Eastern Legal College. Her valedictorian speech was somewhat controversial at the time, and as it was quite serious, with a heavy focus on the wealth equality. The editor of the Headable at the time said, Ruby, unsatisfied simply earning her place at Mid-Eastern with a full scholarship, went on to earn a captivated audience of her peers with the perfect GPA. It felt like an ideal occasion for a celebration of an undoubtedly incredible individual. However, by the end of the speech, there were many in the audience that wished that neither of those events have transpired. It was a passionate attempt to use her soapbox to proselytize her fellow students and their parents into the religion of poverty. But unfortunately, judging by the science, they remain uncovered. What is going on? Ruby Spragg. Pauline as well, she made a name. Whoa, why Ruby Spragg has like so many fucking leads? According to the title, she grew up in foster care system, was apparently the valedictorian of her skill, earned her a Girl Scout, was earning her the Gold Award, requires she made the Foster Fountain. The fountain has a few small pedestals that stick up high above the water. People expect to toss coins into the fountain for good luck and will be encouraged to aim for the top of the pedestals. All the coins scrapped from the bottom are slated to be donated to Pauline's foster care system, a coalition of local businesses. Okay. So she was in foster care with... Maybe not, actually. I still don't know who's, like, legit, though. Like... Well, I got two things. What was that? Oh my god. Business Watch article. Yeah, what should I do about this guy? Yeah, is he not a Roottrie? By multiple local entertainers as well as a... He was listed as one of the musicians. I don't know, maybe they convinced, they had a talk. Alright, I'm going the other way, fuck it. Fuck this guy. Alright, Business Watch article, Lang Tai. Mentioned another company? Didn't say anything. What the fuck, dude? Was it the Business Watch? Is that what you're telling me? Mention another company? Yeah, they did the fertilization thing, right? But it turned out that... Where's the company, actually? And why... We were there before, right? Maybe these guys... Oh, right here. There we go. This one. The jeans. Company would claim they would perform who was already pregnant to create a higher profile. Yeah, but... Oh, here we go. But only one. The daughter of an American politician. Oh, no. No extradition to either China or the US. They said they fled, so maybe she's not part of it. I think they'll be pissed. Alright, let's go in. I don't think she is. What does it say? Oh, search it in Business Watch? Good shout. Yeah, actually, why did I do that? Ages ago. Seen the whistleblower? The medical photos, key genes, sometimes claim they will not perform. This would often be an excuse. They fly their clients to America where they would stay for an extended period, then return to China with the news. The whistleblower apparently presented the Department of Health and Human Services with credible evidence. At the time of the article, it was still an ongoing investigation, but Business Watch speculated after copies of the proof were leaked that they couldn't imagine a world in which the company would be allowed to continue operation without what? Seems the whistleblower came forward to the US government about Keygenes, which was said to have been founded in China by a partnership involving American and Chinese medical specialists, who then built their medical facilities in the United States. The article mentions the whistleblower claim Keygenes will sometimes claim that the what the fuck does this mean then? Where they would stay for extended period of time, then return to China with news of a successful. She did have a child, so she is, right? Is that, I don't understand. I'm so confused. Interests of prominent company leaders. Oh god. Yeah, I'm confused. I am confused. I don't know what's right. I don't know what's wrong, bro. Alves Sonia. Yeah, let's go back to Sonia Alves. Diego Alves. Did I not spell Diego? No. Is his name not Diego? Oh, it's Flavio. Who the hell is Diego? Is that his father, maybe? Nope. I've just thrown Diego out of nowhere, bro. Alright, who's coming in? Was this Sonia Alves showing a name? I forgot what it was. I'm pretty sure we saw it, but Sunny. Please don't Hold on, we'll get there, hold on. Sonia Soares. Ashley York. Flavio. Sean, her name? Where's Pelarade. Nope. Miss Sonia Alves. Oh, change your name to Nia. Nia Alves. Alright. Inheritance. Invested. Focused on a company and vague unsearchable details. She received a significant inheritance in 1980. Maybe she did do it. Hush money, right? Oh. Yeah, you're right. Fuck. I mean, I even if I search this, like, Alright, so owns many forms of media in Brazil under the umbrella of Tramissa Paulo. I think we'll call it a day after this. A few media groups and countries are discussed, including those in Africa and the Middle East. Like a freedom of speech shows in Brazil, there has been added bureaucracy in publishing certain stories on Tramissa Paulo's channels. Nia is extremely private about her identity and supposedly wants the connections. Whoa, just like kicked. She once used her connections to have a reporter file from a rival network and blacklisted. The journalist claimed that this was to shut down a story she was doing about her personal life, including that her marriage in 1973 was not of her own choice. His research claimed that she essentially had her husband forced upon her as a child bride at the age of 15. It also claims that past experience with her husband have been for show. They do not live together. Alright. Well, it must be. Yeah, it must be. Good looks. Alright, I definitely. Ring, ring, ring. Ding, ding, ding. I think he is. Who else? I mean, look at this. Handsome guy must have taken it from his father, surely. Oh, these guys. These guys don't look good. What you got? Ron and Robbie are in the dark city. These warrant some investigation. There's sure to be some new information like what, Robert Garland? Well, who's the other guy? Garrett? James. Robert and James. What should I even be searching? Robert and James Garland? Maybe their company? Whatever it's called. Give me a shout when you see it. Where is that photo? Is it here somewhere? Yeah, where's that Friday photo? Oh yeah, there it is. Wait, hold on a second. And I closed the window. It was getting a bit windy. So what we're doing? Oh, Friday. The place is called Friday. I don't know what to lead on with this. What you guys got? Robbie Roottrees. Oh. Was released from French prison after a few years of assault. His embezzlement and arrest was partially featured in 6 pieces. And have since become much more publicly infamous. Who's Robbie Roottrees? Oh, you mean... Oh, they're actually called... Yeah, they're actually called... Wait, aren't they... No, they're not, are they? Robert and Ronald. What the hell? Who the hell are these guys? I'm getting Robbie in the Cranston Trust. Alright. He's not yet returned to the United States, but when journalists reached him out, they said the death of my mother was hard on my family. Other than that, I spent time and have been making amends. I'm in recovery from my addiction, and a major aspect of the process is that I wish to stay private. I don't understand. What does this have to prove anything? You should look in the actors on guys like us. Oh god, we're going in. Gwen Roottrees, Leslie Florence, and Harrison Lane. Is there going to be a Garland somewhere? You got Huntingtons. Alright, how about the other one? Harrison Lane? Nothing on Harrison. Oh, Leslie Florence? How about Gwen Roottrees? Oh. Alright, I'm gonna try to push on. How about guys like us too? What does this tell me? Alright, tell me what the duck tells me. You should look into Ron and Robbie's family and affairs again. Maybe something has changed in the last... Affairs? I'm so confused. Where is this taking me? Roottrees Rift? Ron and Clark would take over? Yeah. What do you mean affairs? They had an affair? No, I don't think so. Oh shit, oh shit. It's talking about whether these guys are... I didn't notice this till now. Find out Robbie and Roottrees need to look back into their parents. Walter Forsythe and Gwen Roottrees. I don't know how you spell Forsythe. Forsyne. Did not make appearance at Gwen Roottrees' funeral because of his absence. There were rumors alive that he must have died already. But according to reports that tracked him down, he's in his 70s. Still lives in Paris and still in perfectly fine condition. He even went on record saying, I think it was Mark Twain who said, the rumors of my death has been greatly exaggerated. That seems appropriate today. The few years I spent with Gwen were just one stop along the very long and complicated journey that have been my life and career. The last time we spoke was when I signed the divorce papers. She asked me never to contact her or the kids again. I've always respected those wishes. They never reached out to me either, even as adults. So I have to assume that they had some idea of why she hated me so much and the sacrifices she made on my behalf. I wish them well, and I'm sorry for their loss, but we've been strangers for 40 years, so I can confidently say they don't want me to be there. In fact, I'm confident my presence would have ruined it. What does this mean, though? Man, I'm bad at this. I'm actually bad at this. I'm looking at the duck. What does this tell me? You can find information on people by looking into their spouses. Wait, should I look at Linus Cornwall? Alright. Well, I looked into this. Wild Bill Williams, huh? Known for fortune favors the grave. He asked me to never contact her. What the fuck does this all mean then? Alright, come on. Search Penelope Tessa Green. Oh, that's Thingamajig's wife? Ron? Yeah, who was Thingamajig? The fundraiser was called The Best Medicine and was held to find a cure for Huntington's disease. Uh-oh. And who had Huntington's? One of the other guys. According to the website, she released a statement. Till recently, I didn't know anything about Huntington's. In the last few months, I've gone from knowing nothing about it to learning more than one person should ever have to. Until less than a decade ago, it was impossible to predict if somebody's susceptible to Huntington's had the disease, but due to advances in medical, hopefully this increased awareness. Huh? The fundraiser is called The Best Medicine. Leslie Florence had Huntington's, no? She was an actress. I'm so confused. Whoa. What's this telling me though? Okay. You've seen 2 different mentions now. It would be good to get more information on Huntington's, I guess. Huntington's is a neurodegenerative disease that mostly recognized causes memory issues and uncontrollable movements in the limbs after symptoms onset. Somewhere between the age 30 and 50, those affected by Huntington's typically live 15 to 18 years as their symptoms worsen. There is no cure. Huntington's is passed genetically from parent to child. The gene that causes Huntington works in a way that if a parent has the disease, there's a 50-50 chance it has. It cannot be passed down on recessively, meaning it cannot skip a generation. In other words, if someone has a mother or father with Huntington's, but them themselves did not receive it from that parent, their children will also never have it. Okay, yeah. Who's their kids? Christina and Judy Jack Roottrees? Was Charlotte Jack Roottrees? And what's his name? Christina? What, does Penelope have it? Up until recently, in the last few months, I've gone from knowing nothing about learning more than any person. It's impossible to predict if someone due to so alright, what's the next hit? To Ron and Robbie's Imperial articles in your last, you might want to revisit. I don't know where, the Starlet maybe? Or the silver screen, I guess. Yeah, that's not part of it. Bullock County Times? Business Watch? Where the heading? What was it? To find out Ron and Robbie are rich, you need to go look into their parents? Oh god, Gwen. She died of pneumonia. Should I be looking at Wild Bill? I'm so confused. I think we'll just call it a day, honestly. This is... Alright, I might call it... Alright. Oh, fuck. There's a... I'm looking at their parents. What is it? What's going on? Let's see. The parents were Hollywood actors. Alright. Oh, Wild Bill. Is his name Wild Bill? What's his fucking name? Or just do Walter Forsythe? Huh? Oh god, come on, get me to the fucking Wild Bill Williams. Found all smoking guns. Alright, when there's smoke. Isn't this one of the old ones? Don't tell me I have to... No, I don't know. I don't know. Don't tell me it's the hair color or something like that. We deserve a full bath after all that hard work. I don't understand, bro. I need more hints, bro. Are they not Roottrees? I'm so confused, bro. I don't think that they don't have Huntingtons. And I don't think Gwyn has. Gwyn? It was announced she was pregnant again. Others mentioned that the rumor was he had multiple affairs. My grandfather constantly preached. My husband goes by Wild Bill. Yeah, I'm stumped. I don't know if there are. I think it's hard. Might be a Roottrie, but it's hard to prove, maybe? I think they are. What, does Stimjig have hunting? I don't understand. Playing this person, I think this might be. You know what? I think she might be. Is it impossible to prove? I think it's easy to prove, but they're not Roottrees? Clark. Wait, hold on. Gwyn divorced Bill just before she had a second. Not like a plane, but either's. I don't know. I'm stumped. I'm stumped. It's getting late now. I got things to clean up. Are they not Roottrees? Are they Roottrees? I don't know. How about these guys? I don't know if they're Roottrees or not. I think one of them is, but the other one isn't. How about these ones? I don't know. I don't particularly know. Might be? I don't know. Might be? I don't know. I'm ready. Reveal the truth. I don't know. I give up. How should I know who's who? Might be. Is everything also definite? Alright, let's see what we've got. Gandalf Rove. I think since she got paid like such an insane donation, I think she did. With the twins, I think she did. This, no, this. I think the IVF. No. How about these guys? Plated loaf. Two Bakers, Steve Garland. Are they together? They split up. They split up. No, they're married. No, they're married after, right? Raining. Yeah, I think the eldest is. Yeah, I think the eldest is not the Roottrie, but this one is. Right. Maybe. Yeah, that's definitely. Alright, how about these guys? Alright, I'm gonna confirm. I'm gonna check the answers online. Roottreemania. Final answers. Let's see. Last entries. Is this not the end of it? The finale? Possible Rootree 1. Frank Williams. They're saying it might be. Oh no, it's over. I'm cooked. It might be. It's true. We got the Beth and the Beth. Alright. Okay. We're 0 to 1. How about the next one? Stuart Clementine? He is not a Clementine. Yeah, that's true. How about Clementine Mai? Well, now that I think about it. No, I think it is. Surely he is. We've got so much evidence on this guy. Mark Clementine is. Okay. Possible number 4, David Fellows. I don't think he is. With all the evidence he's got a lot of things to foster, maybe to talk to, and then he is. I don't think so. Examining the evidence. Whoa, they got a lot of examinations coming here. 5P's lies, at least 2 details in the News Time article. Said that his mother was the secretary during the first weeks, but she had already left the company the previous year. Alright, well, I think he's not a Rootree. Okay, we got that one. Correct. Who's next? James and Robert Garland. Okay, I think one of them isn't, but one of them is. I think that's the situation. Let's see. James is the Rootree. Alright, yeah, that's right, yeah. Other way around. Whoops. Yeah. That's my fault. That's my bad. Yeah. That's my bad. Yeah. James was the one that had the thing. Yeah. That was my bad. I was correct. That's my bad. Connie Mae Watts. I think maybe it might be a Rootree but impossible to prove, but we'll see. Oh no, it is a blue editor. Never mind. We're just saying, hey, alright. From the fact, they're saying the DNA confirms that a third person I saw verifies that Connie Mae was involved in the DNA testing. We thus turn to her testimony. Yeah. He was approached by the Roottrees before 5Ps and uses credible evidence upon this. Okay. Lang and Lucy Lang. Okay, I think they're not. This is the Invertro scandal thing. Okay, never mind. I've been fucking lied to. What the fuck? Conclusion we draw for this is that the 5-piece flavor development payments. Alright, they're going through everything here. Alright, the strawberry. No, the Zigua. Sometimes claimed that they perform IVF when they did not. This was often as an excuse for otherwise unexplained pregnancies. This would often use as an excuse for another. Alright, maybe because I didn't read it correctly. Yeah, this got me for a ringer. This got me in the ringer. This game is too big brain for me, man. He is a blood relative. Flavio. Shirley. The big inheritance. The cool looks. It has to be, no? He is. Alright, I used to got that guy. The good looks. How about Susan? She got a big inheritance as well. We already have all the smoking guns. Then his mistress Susie into the bathroom to proposition to me. They are blood relatives. Okay, Ron and Ruby. Alright, I think we're... I don't know. This whole... Alright, let's see the evidence. Spider search. Okay, wait. How about the examining the evidence? Twin divorced while billed just before she had her second, right? She's still in 70s, lived perfectly fine in health. Yeah, that's great. She died peacefully in her sleep. Severe case of pneumonia. Is that related to Huntington's? Is that pneumonia related to Huntington's? Maybe not. Maybe. they should have Huntingtons now. But then Penelope was like, yeah, their wife was like, oh shit, maybe they aren't. No, maybe they are. Wait, I'm confused. Does Gwyn have Huntingtons? I don't... one more. Alright, the key point in all this is the Huntingtons, yes. The news about the Guys Like Us remake and the interviews with TMS. Oh, last year I lost my wife. I found out that someone close to me has a pretty serious disease. Is that in the thing? Oh, maybe oh shit. I realized it's Ronald that has the Huntingtons. That's why he stepped down from the fucking company. The other person we find is a case of Huntington is Leslie Florence. Yes. The most we explain is that Ron is her son. Yeah, so he's not a Rootree. Yeah, that's true. But Robert Rootree is. Oh, okay, I'm assuming that's it. Ron Rootree isn't. But Robbie Rootree is. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I understand that. Yeah. Yeah, it all fits together after examining that. Yeah. Is that it? Is that my final piece? So, Frank, nah, yeah. Definitely, yeah, no. Alright, I think we're locking in. I think they'll tell us everything, but we're going in. Finish Roottreemania. Alright, this was a doozy. Oh. Yeah, we got the final entries in. Army tree complete. We got the fireworks. Ooh yeah. Alright.
Beatrice and Courtney May. Clark, can you swing another test against Bonnie's DNA?
This time I'll be sure to have them verify both samples in person.
One lead. That was a cut. Insane cut.
Using the family tree you filled
Well,
out,
keep like,
as well as DNA tests, we were able to uncover the
truth behind
Clark's
it.
handling the business.
Are they just gonna tell me the whole thing? Buckle up because it's been one heck of a week. Alright. So every week you discover your family's company is being sabotaged by someone they trusted.
That's
Because of Ruby Green. Alright, maybe grab some cover with Sarah Guy Hudson. As some ridiculous members of the children. What shocked me is how many graduate from potential to confirm.
we can even
Prove he was aware of them. The smoking gun was how he used the company's money to pay off a lot of women.
he hit it with
Hit it over with inspired by his idols, 5-piece flavor.
he developed flavors based on the initials of the women he was paying. Which was really stupid, considering one of their names started with X.
Alright, that's okay, yeah, that's funny.
Let's
So the same thing. Yeah, that's true.
Guy
Oh,
was paying her
they
under
written
the
this.
name
This was written
Bar.
perfectly. This
But there
this
were
game
some
was,
other clues.
this was written perfectly.
James was born 9 months after Zach's party.
Javier,
Christine was there with
guy, and she was pregnant. She panicked. Steve stepped up, turned into one of his recipe stories. All right, yeah, okay,
Not
yeah.
all of Guy's affairs led to offspring. He may have slept with Robin Martin.
She didn't
but
have
didn't
any children. Yeah.
Also,
Every child of Guy's affairs parents was his. Robert Garland was born after his parents were already moved to the... Alright, not every child. Yeah. Yeah, that's correct.
skipping beat.
Beatrice now up his Langzhenyu. When the guy showed up in China, she was into American and Americans, dare I say. Yeah, they were. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. The father paid Keegan's to fake the IVF. It was a reverse.
But
A
her
reverse.
sister
All right.
and
Okay.
Jerry
That
had
makes
their
more
own
sense.
Son, Mark.
And then they were like, all right, okay, things. Then they got. Yeah, they sent Mark back to China.
Sonia Alves was soon after. Nia was married at a very young age to a much older husband.
All right. Okay.
She resented him. I don't blame her. They allegedly spent no time together in private.
Well, I'd have to look back at the footage again after that. I'm good. I don't blame her, yeah.
Guy was in
Brazil, yeah.
Flavio.
9 months later, and like others, Guy started paying Sonia, yep. The inheritance. And he's a handsome man, got it from his dad, huh?
Last.
I had to translate Guy's overseas trip. There's no
She and
with the big...
Susan.
The big double the price for the twins. Oh, the $20 in the thing. Man, everything's been thought out, isn't it? This was a good mystery.
So, what about 5P?
Top of that, his story doesn't really add up. Yeah,
His
he wasn't
mother-
fabulous. Left the company by the time Guy was president. His lyric indicated he was born sometime in 1975. That's correct.
Alone.
Wouldn't necessarily prove it, but there are some suspicion connections between Felix and the company's current lawyer, Ruby
They
Spread.
both
Grew up in Portland in foster care, and according to the local pair, they definitely knew one another. Alright, so they were both in foster care,
Ruby
yeah.
was the one.
Approached to the Roottrees to begin with was all
Ruby-
set up. Saw my book challenged to the class of trust as an
His-
opportunity. His mother really had worked for Roottrie, and Ruby was a respected lawyer.
She's
My family's greed worked her way into control my trust, and I'm sure Felix got a piece, but they made some mistakes along the way.
if you
Look at the DNA test that Ruby handled. They were both supposed to test it against Bonnie Hudson. Oh, but it said Jane Doe on this
but
one.
the two
Oh, signatures should represent Bonnie don't match. After Clark and I confronted her, Ruby lawyered up. Ironic, I know. The left and right numbers are essentially signatures. Yeah, and they perfectly match the DNA of two people in question. It's listed Jane Doe, but the Roottrie company let them know it was Bonnie Kellogg.
we suspect Ruby had Donatico test Felix against his own mother's DNA. He had a hairbrush of hers. They sent the female sample in remotely. On the second test, Bonnie's sample was tested locally, but Courtney Mays was not. Ruby's
yeah.
been throwing away samples. We think she sent her own hair instead of Courtney Mays, but it could have been anyone's.
True.
Ruby and Felix were in cahoots. As for why, they were both advocates of wealth redistribution.
Makes sense, yeah.
A noble effort.
Yeah, with
But
the
once they controlled the family
valedictorian and
fortune,
the speech and the
they became just as greedy as the worst members of my family.
what a story.
Money corrupted them.
What
They
a
were
story.
so eager to personally wield the wealth for their own cause that they sabotaged any other claims.
It was Roottrie.
That finally brings us to Anonymom, aka Beatrice Watts. Her tales of God. She even.
Post Ruby before 5 Piece was on
Ruby.
news. Yeah, and then yeah,
I feel.
of her and all of this. Yeah, they got like, you know, their names got dragged in the dirt, man. They got doxxed. They got,
While Ruby and Felix stole
At least they
the
got a
show,
piece of the
there were
Concert
some
Trust
other
now.
potential new family members as well. Miracle
was less of an opening showcase. Yeah, he had a son with Mary Beth Clamtine. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Now Stewart, Mary Beth adopted him before she set foot in the
That-
country. Then Lay's Mark, the timeline fits. Yeah, if I took more note on
He showed
the
up about 9 months after Mary
dates,
Beth
yeah, I would've
visited
gotten it.
Miracle. And the basket baby story is a bit too convenient. If that's not enough on its own, he was also bailed out by the sister of Edith Roottree, Miracle Jr.'s wife, after she changed her name to win that silly contest.
after she changed her name to win that silly contest. Was paid for, oh right, Jacobson. Edith Jacobson. The star Rito Jacobson.
Our best.
Is that Mark was told by his mother whose son he was. You said, yeah, I well, for some reason I didn't click.
We have no.
I guess it's getting late now, that's why my brain's all frazzled. But Mark Clementine, maybe he could turn his life around, who knows.
Elias's affair was the most ambiguous. Gwyneth was able to coerce Elias to do things he wouldn't have otherwise done, like pressure to include me in the family. My son
Even mentions someone arguing named Beth.
combined.
With Gwyneth's lisp. Yeah, it was Beth. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Unfortunately, all we know about Bess Williams is that she wrote his book and died not long
Giving her
after.
only a son off.
The timeline.
Fits with Wildcat, but there's no record if she had any other version. Honestly, I wouldn't say we have enough evidence
I
either
wouldn't
way.
be-
if Elias cheated. Of course, I'm a bit biased. Regardless, we haven't gotten in touch with any of the Williams clan yet.
That means...
Have been able to do DNA tests. Alright, so they're going to go for a check. That's a question mark.
Lastly...
Bit of a curveball. Ron Roottrees is related by us by blood. Isn't related to us by, but Gwen was definitely pregnant, so it was likely Robbie went to visit their mother. That's crazy, especially when Robbie... And ironically, yeah, they thought Ron was part of the Roottrees.
At the same time, Ron's wife Penelope began doing benefits for Huntington's disease, stating that she had become familiar with it.
That was Ron.
Huntington.
Like Gwen's former co-star Leslie Florence had. It passed from the parent to the child. It can't skip a generation. Yeah, so does that mean his kids
Gwyn
might
and
have...
Wild Bill didn't have Huntington's.
Yeah.
Ron seems to. It's impossible Gwyn was his mother. I recently confirmed all this with Ron. At the end of...
Gwyn told Ron the story. Leslie and Bill had an affair, and the same year Leslie learned she had Huntington's. Leslie got pregnant.
Leslie
wasn't likely to survive to see her child growing up. And even if she did, she didn't want to be a burden. She begged Gwyn and Wild Bill to adopt her child.
Gwyn
did. Mere weeks after she found out she was having her own son, she also took in Ron.
Wild.
What was the problem? Unreliable and a serial adulterer. Gwyn divorced him?
Gwyn had already told Stark.
I don't know why I'm
pregnant,
reading this when there's a...
So it never really made waves when people saw her with a child in Paris. There was gossip during her divorce when she was discovered to be pregnant again. In actuality, it was the final months of her only pregnancy.
Alright.
To lay low, she stayed in Paris long enough that even her own family never had reason to question the timeline.
Even told her she might come home next year so she could meet the kids.
It's one...
Practically nobody could ever be expected to piece the timeline together. The Huntingtons itself, that's proof. Yeah. Ron has Huntington. That sucks.
Ron suing Robbie to remove him from the Clancid Trust was a huge moment in my story, and a major catalyst for this entire investigation.
That's ironic, yeah, because
finding out
it's pretty much backwards this whole time. It's been a bit surreal.
So that
what we're looking at.
You got everything absolutely correct. Why did we even bother hiring a team? You figured it all out solo.
It wasn't just me. It was the help of the rubber ducky.
All this information, this entire story. It's a lot.
Rubber ducky.
In more ways than one. Some of it has the potential to destroy marriages and ruin relationships. We're handling it all very, very carefully. But we couldn't have gotten here without you. And with that, I guess our tale has finally, truly come to an end. What a strange one it was. No words.
How grateful I am to untangle this man.
Honestly, I've had enough of my family's eccentricities and scandals for one lifetime. I imagine you have as well. And if not, well, there's always Elias's and Gwyneth's brothers and sisters.
Oh boy.
Attention, Roottrees. This is 5 people.
Robin Ward, based on the original game by Jeremy Johnson. Yeah, Jeremy Johnson wrote it. Additional writing and editing. Oh, that was Jeremy Johnson on TV?
Man, y'all are hypocrites. Sitting back in your massive estate.
Game engine and Godot. That's true. I was gonna say that's cool, then that's true. It's amazing. I'm frazzled. Any real resemblance to person living or dead is purely coincidental.
My pappy's Clancid Trust should keep you away. Yo, it's disturbing. Catching a sermon from a geezer who's never known hurt, but blurts out these claims.
Oh, is he gonna... Oh, I always gave it. Well, that's it. Yeah, that's the end of... They said they're working something new, so... Yeah, this was a very well-written mystery. Very well-written and so deep. Even I couldn't... I don't even know. This is like an insane mystery. With timelines. Maybe, I mean, with family trees and timelines. Yeah, thank God they put in the hint, but... I mean, I think we did some good work on the guessing who's who. I mean, we got We got the garlands, even though I was wrong. I was right when I said it. The first person, the eldest, was the one who was Guy Hudson's thing. Or maybe I said the other way around, I don't remember. But yeah, got the garlands. I'm taking the garlands. We got Flavio. Ford, yeah. We got Miracle. Yeah, the Miracle. So that's 6. 6 out of the 11 people. You know, halfway. I think a job well done. Job well done. But yeah, this was a good game. Great game. I can't wait to see what they're working on next. I don't know if they're doing more narrative-driven games, but we'll see. We'll see. Definitely a good mystery to play. Very, very good mystery. So yeah, that's it for me. Going overtime, 3 hours. So that's the end of the Roottrees are dead. So I hope you guys enjoyed this session. And I'll see you in the next playthrough. And well, I'm guessing I'll see you in Summer Games Fest, which is coming in Tuesdays. Or tomorrow when this video comes out. So yeah. I'll see you at the Summer Games Fest reacting. And yeah, I'll see you in the next playthrough as well. And catch you guys later.